Hi, I'm Wayne Allen Root for Personal Liberty. Do words matter? I think they do. I think we all need to take a man at his word. Obama's words from his own life story are under debate, yet should be of interest to all of us. Many conservatives attribute these words to Obama from his autobiography, "I will stand with the Muslims." Well, I'm going to be very fair here. Those were not his exact words, but his actions indicate it's exactly what he meant. Many defenders of Obama say that's too simplistic of an interpretation, and the words have been taken out of context. The reference came in a paragraph where Obama discussed prejudice against different races and religions. He made it clear it's unfair for people to jump to conclusions and tar all members of one race or religion with the deeds of one small group. Defenders of Obama therefore believe he promised only to defend Muslims against that kind of prejudice. They interpret his words to mean he promised to defend Muslims against the kind of unfair internment faced by Japanese Americans during World War II. Well, I agree Obama's remarks are open to interpretation. The problem is his actions today are so toxic as to convince many of us that he actually meant the words, "I will stand with the Muslims." Judge for yourself. Actions speak louder than words. Obama just made the most amazing statement at the National Prayer Breakfast. He blamed Christianity for terrible deeds in the name of Christ. Did Obama really go there? A supposed Christian condemning Christianity for something that happened in the Dark Ages? The president of our nation condemning Christians for something all warriors for every religion did 1,000 years ago, kill in the name of all religions? But today, only one religion is still killing like it's the Dark Ages, Islam. Today, there are only terrible deeds in the name of Allah. Were Americans who elected and re-elected Obama like the Jews of Nazi Germany, too naive to understand or believe a leader's own words? Hitler said he'd kill the Jews, but Jews just couldn't believe it. It's just hype and propaganda to get votes, they thought. Well, they guessed wrong. Have Obama's defenders guessed wrong too? Obama refuses to actually fight ISIL with a real plan. Yes, he'll drop a few bombs from thousands of feet in the air to make it look like we're fighting ISIL. Yes, he says he's got ISIL defeated. Results prove that's an absurd lie. ISIL is stronger than ever. Ask that Jordanian pilot burned to death in a cage. Ask the Kurds fighting for their lives. Even decorated generals of the United States Army and Air Force believe Obama has no plan to fight ISIL. But why would Obama make false claims when there is no plan? Is he stalling for time? The more time Obama wastes, the stronger ISIL becomes. If Obama stalls long enough, they'll become unbeatable. ISIL will become here to stay. But why would any U.S. president have that agenda? In that context, don't these words ring true? I will stand with the Muslims. Obama has no serious interest in helping Israel defeat Hamas either. Moderate Muslim countries like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and UAE are giving more support to Israel than America is under Obama. But why would any U.S. president have that anti-Israeli agenda? In that context, don't these words ring true? I will stand with the Muslims. Obama has left our southern border with Mexico wide open for 6 long years. Even Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein believes Islamic terrorist cells have slipped across our border. An ISIL operative claims that 4,000 terrorists have been smuggled into western states. What kind of a president would keep our border wide open and unsecured? What could be his agenda? Why would any U.S. president think that way? In that context, don't these words ring true? I will stand with the Muslims. Obama, in concert with the United Nations, has suspended immigration laws in America to import thousands of Muslims into our country from war zones like Iraq, Somalia, and Syria. He's bringing the same violent, radicalized Muslims to America that have led to crisis, intolerance, terror attacks, and crisis in Europe. But why would any U.S. president have that agenda? In that context, don't these words ring true? I will stand with the Muslims. Obama and the Democrats are in such denial about who our enemy is, dozens of Democratic leaders in Congress, including the Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, are threatening to boycott the address to Congress by the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, as if to emphasize where he stands, Obama goes back to the Dark Ages to blame Christianity for the sins of Islam today. He lectures us about the terrible deeds in the name of Christ. Using Obama's perverted logic, should we blame all African Americans today for the terrible deeds in the name of the Black Panthers of the 1960s? Using Obama's logic, Should we blame all Germans today for terrible deeds in the name of Hitler in the 1940s? Should we blame every Japanese American for terrible deeds by the Imperial Japanese at Pearl Harbor? Should we blame all white Southerners today for terrible deeds by the KKK? Should we blame all baseball players today for terrible deeds by racist baseball players in the 1950s? Should we blame all Italians today for terrible deeds in the name of the Roman Empire? Should we blame all American Indians today for terrible deeds in the name of Apache Indian raids on American settlers? How absurd to go back in time hundreds or thousands of years to try to twist logic and common sense so as to deflect proper blame for something happening today. There's only one enemy of America, Christianity, and good people of faith all over the world, even the people of Jordan. It isn't Judaism or Christianity or Buddhism or Catholicism. It is radical Islam. It is the Islamic terrorism. It is the ISIL. It is jihad. Spin it or spell it any way you want. It's about Islam. Yes, Obama's words are open to interpretation. He did not say verbatim, "I will stand with the Muslims." There was nuance. There was a second part to the statement. He couched his statement based on unfair prejudice and internment. Obama did exactly what his mentor Saul Alinsky taught him to do. Disguise your statements, distract the masses, camouflage your true intentions, hide your radical agenda, but at the root of Obama's statement was the truth. I believe Obama's actions make the true meaning of his words clear. Obama may not have said the exact words, "I will stand with the Muslims," but he sure meant them. Now we know what side he's on. The real question is, just how far will he go? I'm Wayne Allen Root for Personal Liberty. See you next week. God bless America.